Hi, and welcome to another episode of Making Something from Nothing. I recently got this welder and the table saw sitting next to it from my neighbor for a total of 50 bucks. And the problem that I'm having with the welder, unlike the table saw that has wheels, is this welder weighs about 105 pounds. And I need to be able to move this thing around. So I'm going to go ahead and look through what I've got, and I'm going to build me a hand cart, or some people call it a dolly, so this way I can maneuver this thing around. So stick around. Well, we're over here in the scrap pile of metals, and I've got some galvanized stuff that's too short. I got some bed frame material over here which will work. Kind of a pain working with that. That's not going to work. But looky what we got here. Some square tubing. Snatched this out of some house they were going to be tearing down on a Craigslist run with some kind of shelving unit. But it's 1-inch square tubing. And I think this will work. So now we need some wheels. So let's go find out what we got. Let me see what else I've got laying around. I've got some wheels up here, and I think I'm going to pull them down and take a look at them. And these rims are extremely hard plastic, pretty thick, well made. I forget what they came off of. And these tires are rubber, some type of rubber material, and they're hard as a rock, so they're going to take the weight. So yeah, we're going to use them. Okay, well, I've got it all set up. Going to break out the angle grinder and start cutting this down to size. Well, I knew that was going to happen. I was ready for it. Well, it's starting to look like a welding cart. Gotta have a handle. I had these over in the parts bin. Well, it looks like a good fit. All I need to do is extend the front about an inch and the sides just a hair, just to give me a little leeway so this thing doesn't go toppling off the thing. Well, I've got those holes drilled out, and I just tossed in the shafts and put these wheels on to take a look at this guy, and it looks like it's going to work out pretty good with a slight problem, if that makes sense. But this thing will kick up real nice, and I avoid hitting the floor with the back, so that's good. But I don't like how long these shafts are right here, and I was trying to avoid buying something. I actually have about 40 bolts, the exact size I need, except for them being too long. Well, I have an issue on this side over here because I ran into one of these factory holes when I was drilling. So I got a big gap, and Braze does not want to fill that. So I'm going to use one of these snap rings. And I'm going to put it right there, and that's going to give something for the Braze to hold to. I'm going to put down these two small pieces of bronze. That's what the brazing rods are made of. Underneath that little snap ring. And then I'm just going to hit it with a torch until they melt, and that thing drops down onto the steel. That should work just fine. Well, now we got two axles for the wheels, so that part is done. Got to cut a piece of plywood to form a base down here. I'm going to put a recess in the plywood so these sit flush. Well, as you can see, the cart tilts forward due to the placement of the wheels, but that was unavoidable. And that's why I cut the 2x4 to go ahead and level the platform out. Well, I ran out of space on the iPad when I was putting in the last two screws to put that 2x4 on. But that only took, a couple of seconds. But the cart was basically done. And I'll go over there and bring it out and show you how well it works. If I don't turn off the lights while I'm doing it. Well, thanks for watching another episode of Making Something from Nothing. And if you enjoy making something from nothing, I suggest you subscribe to this channel because that's pretty much all I do around here. That cart cost me nothing to make. And that's the way I like it. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later.